Jai Hind children, I hope that you all are doing well with your studies. And today, unlike the other days, I am here with you with a new topic from your grammar text, that is degrees of comparison. Do you like to learn grammar? Learning grammar is important for us because it is that which make us confident to effectively communicate language. And that's why we should love to learn grammar. Today we are going to learn degrees of comparison. To get into this topic, one must have the knowledge about a noun and adjectives. I am sure that you all had learned these topics, what's a noun and what's an adjective. We will begin this class by revising what we learned about noun and adjective. Noun. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing or idea. Example, man, woman, teacher, John, America, table, car, love, etc. So noun is a naming word. Anything that becomes the name of something, we can call it as a noun. Adjective. Adjective is a word that modifies a noun. It describes something about a noun or it gives some additional information about the noun. Example, Ritu gave me an interesting novel. Here, the word interesting describes something about the novel, how the novel is. The novel is interesting. So it's an adjective. It modifies the noun. A red car was parked near my house. In this sentence, red is also an adjective as it modifies the noun car. They lived in a beautiful house. Here, the word beautiful is an adjective because it qualifies the noun house. And now we know that what is a noun and what is an adjective. A noun is a word that names a person, place, thing or an idea, whereas an adjective is a word that modifies a noun or adjective is a word that qualifies a noun. So now we are ready to get into our topic, degrees of comparison or adjectives of comparison. Now we all of us know what is an adjective. An adjective is a word that modifies a noun. In English language, these adjectives are used in different ways. The level or the degree of the adjectives will be different, or else we can say the level of the quality or the degree of the quality that we attribute towards a noun is different. And that's what we are going to see under this term, degrees of comparison. Let's look into these three sentences. Rose is a beautiful flower. A rose is more beautiful than a daisy. Rose is the most beautiful flower. In these three sentences, we can find adjectives. In the first sentence, rose is a beautiful flower. The word beautiful is the adjective. It qualifies the noun flower. Second sentence, a rose is more beautiful than a daisy. There is also an adjective, more beautiful. Here, a rose is being compared to another flower, daisy. And here it is, the rose is more beautiful. That is the adjective. And in the third sentence, rose is the most beautiful flower. In the third sentence, we can see the adjective as the most beautiful. Okay. And the thing what we notice here is the levels of the adjectives are different, or the degrees of the adjectives are different. In all these three sentences, there are adjectives. At the same time, the degrees of the adjectives are different. Now we can have a look at into the another set of examples. Ramu is a tall boy. Ramu is taller than Manu. Ramu is the tallest in his class. In the first sentence also we can find an adjective, that is tall. Ramu is a tall boy. Tall is the adjective because it modifies the noun boy. The second sentence, Ramu is taller than Manu. There the adjective is taller than, and here the level of adjective is little more higher. Here the comparison is made between Ramu and Manu. Both of them are tall, but when we compare we find that Ramu is taller than Manu. So here the degree of the adjective is little more higher. In the first sentence we just attributed the quality. He is a tall boy. But in the second sentence, we are comparing and we are telling that who has the higher level of quality. And we say Ramu is taller than Manu. So coming to the third sentence, we can see that Ramu is the tallest boy in his class. Here, we are attributing the quality in its maximum level. Among his class members, he is the tallest. That's why the quality is in its maximum level here. Here the first sentence is in positive degree. Here we just attributed that quality, tall. The second sentence is in the comparative degree because we compared the qualities of two persons there. And the third sentence is the superlative degree because we attributed the quality in its maximum level. And see the changes in the form of adjectives in these three sentences. In the positive degree, the adjective comes as it is, tall. In the comparative degree, it is taller than. And in the superlative degree, it is the adjective is the tallest. So these are the three degrees of comparison: positive degree, comparative degree, and superlative degree. Positive degree is a term that relates to adjectives. In positive degree, we attribute some quality to a noun. It does not make any comparison. The adjectives will be in its normal form. Example, he is a rich man. She built a new house. Karthik is a good boy. Comparative degree. Here we make the comparison of qualities of two nouns. The adjective shows the greater degree. Example, this room is larger than the other one. Today is hotter than yesterday. Anand is braver than his brother. Superlative degree. It shows the greatest degree of adjectives. Here we attribute the quality in its maximum level. The superlative degree compares more than two persons or things. Example, he is the richest man in his village. Karthik is the best student in the school. Deserts are the driest parts of the world. Now let us learn about some of the ways of forming degrees of comparison. By adding ER and EST to the positive degree, we may get the comparative and superlative degrees respectively. Example, bright, brighter, brightest, fast, faster, fastest, and bold, bolder, boldest. By adding R and ST to the positive degree ending in E, it shows that if the adjective ends in E, we just add R and ST to form the comparative and superlative degrees. Example, brave, braver, bravest, fine, finer, finest, and large, larger, largest. Here, all these adjectives end in E, brave, fine, large, and that's why we just added R and ST. By doubling the last consonant and adding ER and EST. This way of forming degrees of comparison takes place if the positive degree ends in a consonant with a vowel before it. Example, dim, dimmer, dimmest, hot, hotter, hottest, thin, thinner, thinnest. Here, the adjective, positive degree adjective ends in consonant M, T, N. All these are consonant letters, and before that, vowel letters come. That's why we double the last consonant and add ER and EST. By changing y into I and adding er and est if the positive degree ends in y with a consonant before it. Example: costly, costlier, costliest, dry, drier, driest, easy, easier, easiest. By placing more and most before the positive form. Example: active, more active, most active, careful, more careful, most careful, difficult, more difficult, and most difficult. By using some unique forms for irregular adjectives. Example: good, better, best, bad, worse, worst, far, farther, farthest.
Degrees